Greetings and welcome back here to the Red Deserts. It's been a long time since I've been on prey, so I'm just gonna carry us where I left off at. This seems to be my most recent one. This one. I'm going to play new game intentionally so I don't have access to any of the neuromods. I have to start from scratch on this. Let's go. You know, I missed an opportunity too to play this earlier last month, or well, it's made now, like almost 2 months ago. Oh well, there's always next year. Well, typically, presumably, it's presumably next year. We'll leave it at that. I'll have to mark that on my calendar. $2032. Look, that's just 7 years from now. Less than 7 now at this point. March 15th, was it?
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
We're setting that for next year now, as a reminder.
Hey, Morgan, wake up. You're burning daylight. You sent the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
First day on the job.
Morning, Mr. Yu.
Patricia.
Mr. Yu, please make yourself comfortable and we'll be on our way. TranStar facility is just a short hop. 78 degrees. Clear skies all the way.
Bethesda Software presents Sphere Distribution.
That's a nice view on the bay there.
An Arcane Studio production.
Here we are, Mr. Yu. Mind the glass on the way out. Good luck to you.
You know, I never noticed that until just now. It disappears as soon as you get out of the helicopter.
Hello, Dr. Yu. I'm a Sybil 495 science class operator. Our research often requires intense focus and long hours. I can provide you with a...
Oh, that's right. I accidentally pulled this controller out. I don't know how busted it is, but we're going to try it out since all my analogs are severely damaged. So we're going to switch controllers here just to humor. Let's see how damaged this one is. The down button does not work. Playing this, that would be kind of a pain. I'll make do with the bad analog then in that case.
psychoactive stimulant after the test, if necessary. It won't be long before you're on a shuttle bound for Talos 1. Everyone's eager to see what you're capable of, Dr. Yu. I know I am. My instruments are calibrated for high-volume data analysis and live readings. Don't worry, nothing will be missed. TranStar has over a dozen state-of-the-art facilities across the globe. More, if you count the entire Earth-Moon system. All our labs meet the minimum. Strange. That's never happened before. I'll have to file a maintenance request. Please excuse me, Dr. Yu.
Your excuse.
Welcome, Morgan Yu. You have a 9 a.m. appointment in the testing facility. Please confirm.
With who? Never mind. Who am I confirming with? The user interface.
Morgan! Finally!
Hey,
You don't look terrible in a TranStar uniform. How's your eye? Still red? I know the test might seem a little unconventional, but it's a you family tradition. Breaking convention is in our blood.
I doubt that.
Once you start the test, just do whatever comes natural. Don't overthink it. Dr. Bellamy's going to walk you through the process. You're in good hands. We'll be in orbit next week. I promise.
Mr. Yu, they're ready for your brother in room A.
Right. Listen, just be yourself. I'll see you after.
A scientist telling another scientist not to overthink things. Sounds counterproductive.
Good morning, Morgan. I'm Dr. Bellamy. Looks like we have some tests to run through today. Probably not the kind of thing you're used to, I imagine, but trust me, you're going to do fantastic. All good? Great. Let's begin. For this first test, I'd like you to remove the boxes from the red circle as quickly as you can. Just go with your gut. Okay? Wonderful. Press the red button when you're ready. Wonderful. You're absolutely fine. Let's move on to room B, then. Okay, Morgan. Listen carefully. I'd like you to do your best to hide in this room. Take your time, relax, think it over. No, I'm kidding. You only have 9 seconds. Hit the red button when you're ready to start.
Oh, glass won't break, will it?
Any synaptic register? At all? No? No, that's fine. Sorry, let's keep things moving, Morgan. Head into room C. You're doing marvelous.
That ability to lie is quite marvelous, I have to say.
All right. Here we go. For this test, please press the blue button across the room as quickly as you can in the most natural, intuitive way possible, without thinking. Just go for it. Press the red button when you're ready. I'm sorry, can someone please explain to me what's happening? Simmons?
I installed exactly what Tina brought down.
Did you double check?
Speaker's still on.
I apologize, Morgan. We're having some trouble with the equipment. Not your fault. You're doing fabulous, actually. One last room. Let's step into D. Can someone get me a cup of coffee? I would appreciate it.
Whose cup is that?
Thank you. Okay, Morgan. Have a seat at the table for me, please. Wonderful job. Take a look at this
Wonderful job for having a seat. Wow. Talk about, praise.
screen in front of you. I'm going to show you a series of questions. Pick the answer that makes the most sense to you. Press start on the screen when you're ready.
You're planning a vacation. Go somewhere familiar you know you love, or try something new.
Good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. Keep going.
You've been sentenced to death for your actions. How does this make you feel?
Ooh, that's heavy stuff.
A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people who are tied to the track. You can cause the train to switch tracks, but there's one person tied to the second track.
Not your problem, right?
A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people. You're standing onto the track. You're standing on the platform next to the enormously fat man. Pushing him onto the track would stop the train.
Almost done.
A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people. You could stop the train by jumping onto the track, but you would die.
You know what? I'd probably do the same thing. Well done. Well done. We're nearly through it. For this next part, I'm going to display an image. I want you to take a good look at it. In a moment, I'm going to ask you what... is my coffee? It's empty.
Oh my god! Security!
Your it's coffee.
Alex,
Simmons, what's going on?
we have a problem.
What about Morgan?
He's alive, sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way.
Got it.
Now then.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Actually, I want to check something too. no longer in there, so we are starting fresh from scratch once again. But hey, after all that, there's a drink. Hey. Cheers. Might as well grab everything. Six emails to Morgan U. Danger, leave now. Danger, leave now. Danger, leave now. Danger, danger, danger. EOM, EOM. Danger, leave now. From January to Morgan U. Just in case anybody's wondering, EOM stands for end of message. I didn't know that. I had to look that up a while ago. But I first saw this. I can assure you, it is not a good morning. Is it even morning?
Hello, Morgan. It's time we spoke. My code name is January. You're not dreaming. What happened yesterday was real. If you want to know what's going on, first, you need to get out of your apartment building. You're not safe.
I imagine it's a, fairly acceptable morning for the fish. It's about as far as its world goes. Alright, time to leave. Oh. So we're not leaving. Elevator. This wall wasn't here before. So we are going to take the balcony. No balcony. Okay, alright. Closet door. This is concerning. It's like, we need to get out of our apartment. How do we get out of our apartments? We're locked in. Oh no. Or... It was never an apartment to begin with. February 22nd, 2035. From midnight to 7:30, sleeping. 7:31, wakes up, turns off alarm. 7:32, checks transcribe. 7:34 to 7:55, on computer, various tasks. 8:04, takes a shower. 8:26, puts on uniform, exits apartment. February 23rd, 2035. Unlocked.
Good. You're in the simulation lab. Now get to the exit. I'll keep in contact.
If you've been on branches of our main product line, you know that sometimes we need to put in extra effort to hit our milestones. Any external risks are fully taken into account when these decisions are made. The move to extend indefinitely was a direct request from both Alex and Morgan. From Evelyn McCarthy to Sylvan Bellamy. Subject was daily tests. At this point, Morgan's exhaustion is inhibiting our ability to get any useful results. That's to say, nothing of the long-term damage we're likely inflicting on from the constant neuromod installation and removal. Tell me again why we've extended the test indefinitely, Evelyn. And that was Bellamy that sent this top message. Okay. It was from Sylvan Bellamy to Evelyn McCarthy. Now then, to all, this is from Alex Yu to the neuromod division, the entire division. A note about this morning. I know this morning's incident has left people shaken. To prevent unnecessary panic, please refrain from contacting people outside of your departments. A station-wide announcement will be made shortly. In the meantime, Ms. Elazar and her security team are on high alert and will field any requests you have. I know some of you are worried about Dr. Bellamy. He's currently being treated in the trauma center and is in critical but stable condition. Thank you for your patience and dedication to this project, Alex. Utilities. The wake-up call.
Hey, Morgan. Wake up. You're burning daylight. You said the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
Helicopter arrival. Vision test. All a simulation. How about that? Soundstage rules. Absolute silence when simulation is in progress. Do not enter stage unless in costume. Do not interact with subject off script. Soundstage aid reminders. Always reset the position of stage props in apartment after each test. Replacements for damaged props can be found in the storage area. Be careful not to bump glass when in observation zones. The helicopter... Oh, this is soundstage beat reminders. The helicopter ride looking glass sequence should only be reset in the overlooking control room. Make sure to clear the rooftop of any stray objects during the simulated flight. Always return the helicopter to its ready position after being serviced. Warning, do not open door while simulation is in progress. Malfunctioning order number 65489 to Marco Simmons from Fabrication Department. SKU number TSNM008X3. Marking this entire SKU as defective and investigating with fabrication. Marco. Password ICOP0876. Reminder about company password policy. From Daniel Show to Marco Simmons, CC'd Silvermel. This is a friendly reminder from the relevant portion of the policy handbook. Password protection 2.7. Do not share your 2.71. Do not share your password with anyone. Passwords are sensitive, confidential information. 2.7.2. Passwords must not be inserted into email messages, transcribed conversations, or other forms of communication. 2.73. Do not write down passwords and store them anywhere in your office. 2.74. If you suspect your password has been compromised, report it to IT immediately. Users will be held responsible for any activity that occurs on a workstation that has been compromised and not reported. Note about this morning, but we read that. A bad install. Alex Yu to Marco Simmons. The test results today were all negative. Did you install the correct neuromods? Touch base with Graves and figure out what went wrong. This should be your absolute highest priority, Alex. And then here's a safe. I do know the code, but I'm not going to open it yet. So. I need to write. We're going to leave that be. more challenging, though. At least it'll challenge me, because I haven't been challenged in this game in a while. I usually play a New Game Plus, so it's been a long time since I've done a fresh run-through on this. Not that I'm concerned about that. I look forward to it. We'll leave that be. Yes. I've always wondered how to get in there without breaking the glass. Simulation reset.
Typhon cacoplasmus. Everyone calls them mimics. Be careful what you pick up.
Very, very careful. Morgan's behavior, from Sylvan Bellamy to Jiao Longheng. Alex has requested all orders go through him after Morgan's outburst at the debrief. Pending a psych evaluation, Alex indicated he doesn't want any more surprises from Morgan, nor do we. Granted. Morgan had forgotten everything from the last test as expected, but the aggressive response to the same set of testing criteria was clearly a departure. My recommendation is we need to start charting personality drift before future tests and debriefings and within the test itself. Bellamy.
Alex,
Simmons, what's going on?
We have a problem.
What about Morgan?
He's alive. Sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way.
Got it.
We have a problem. The game. You shouldn't have moved. Where'd you go? It's not that one. You switched back. Looking glass on. Then you would never be able to tell the difference. I shouldn't say never, but it'd be really hard. Which is the point. We just went over the soundstage rules. We'll be coming back to the Neuromod division later. Devoured.
No one has been able to stop the mimics from multiplying since they broke containment. I'm going to help you stay alive. Just a little further.
This week's test. Oh, next week's test. From Sylvan Bellamy to Jovan Gravelik. Marco Simmons. Jovan, we need the room updated to the new test plan. Configurations are as follows. Room A, area of effect. Room B, copycat. Room C, spooky action. Simmons, let us know if anything changes. Sylvan Bellamy. Area of effect. Copycat. Spooky action. Those are the 3 tests. Thought you were slick, didn't you? Simulation question. Marco Simmons to Alice Aiken. Hey Alice, I'll send you the white paper Alex and Morgan wrote. Here's the nutshell version for now. Gaining a new skill from a neuromod works a similar way to your brain. It works similar to the way your brain creates new memories. In fact, it's impossible for now to separate the changes the neuromod makes from normal memory formation. So if I want to strip the neuromod that makes you play the piano like Gustav Leitner, it'll reset your brain back to the moment you first installed it. They wanted Morgan's mind pristine to receive the prototype neuromods. That means going way the hell back, hence the apartment simulation. Users are dedicated to their science is all I can say. Hit me up for lunch later at Simmons. And that was to Alice Aiken. That. Still one more. They're mimics, so if you see more than one thing in any area, check them all. Dr. Bellamy. This is from Zhao Longheng. Here are the results from today's personality test. I'm seeing some drift over the last few trials compared with the previous results. This isn't the first time. I'll let Alex know. Most recent test is pasted below for reference. If you're planning a vacation, go somewhere familiar, you know you love, or try something new. You've been sentenced to death for your actions. How does this make you feel? A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people who are tied to the track. You can cause the train to switch tracks, but there's one person tied to the second track. A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people. You're standing on the platform next to an enormously fat man. Pushing him onto the track would stop the train. A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people tied to the track. You could stop the train by jumping onto the track, but you would die. Daily tests. From Evelyn McCarthy to Sylvan Bellamy. Dr. Bellamy. At this point, Morgan's exhaustion... Okay, no, we already read that one. R.E. Have my people been coming to you? From Matthias Cole to Sylvan Bellamy. Still, yes, I've noticed the same thing. You know, I can't divulge names, but there's definitely been a spike in staff from your department reporting instances of acute anxiety. It's actually much worse with the psychotronic staff. I'm talking to Kelstrup about mitigating some of the stress here, but I'm concerned these are not isolated incidents. I'm going to mention it to Alex at the next director's meeting. Matthias Cole. Full cigar they threw away. What a waste. Not that I'm advocating for smoking tobacco or anything. It just seems wasteful. Also want to listen for like the... I'm not sure how to describe the sound they make.
That was a phantom. Typhon Antherphantasmus. Keep moving.
Keep moving. We now have the glue gun. I dare you.
Morgan, there, in the foyer. Grab the neuromod you see in the display case. Normally it's a fake, but I swapped in a real one for you. The neuromods are critical. You won't survive without using them to install new aptitudes. I've already updated your transcribe with the list you requested. Take a look.
Crunched. Or squashed. I don't know. Do they have bones? If they don't have bones, they can't crunch them. That right there, that crawling sound? Chattering? I mean, would you call that chattering? Squirrely. Come back here. Yeah. Clever. Made sure to run in the next room so I don't see you. But I was already there. Threw the chair at me. At least that's what it looked like. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of hurt. Crunched. You were stuck, so you couldn't shift back. Projector colors are still wrong, Dr. Igwe.
Robert? Alice, thank God. No one else is...
Where are you?
Hiding. I'm in the conference room. I can't...
Jesus! You're still in the lab?
I can't get out. There's Where the hell is security?
I don't know what's happening, but Robert, you have to get out of there. Come to the elevators. Someone said we're evacuating. Robert?
Shh. Hang on. Someone's coming.
Where the hell is security? And you would think that we're all done here, right? Wrong. Always double check the area, triple check, quadruple check. Check it as many times until you're satisfied. Just understand, once is never enough. But eventually, we do have to move on. Hold. We'll leave that for now. There's no way to get in there at the moment. I mean, I could. There's one or two ways, but I don't want to use those methods at the moment, so I'll go ahead and proceed forward. Just like we're getting in there. I could get in there right now, but we'll come back to this later. Everything you know is about to change. None of that. One of the things I like about this game is how essential water becomes. It really emphasizes the essentialness of water. Something I can really appreciate about the way Bethesda makes games. Of course, there's still a lot of flaws, glitches, bugs, and whatnot, but all in all, as a whole, it's still a pretty phenomenal experience. A mysterious contact named January is guiding you to the main lobby of this facility. Now entering lobby. Just making sure. Excellent. Alright. Wasn't sure if the mic was picking me up or not. We'll play for a little longer tonight. It's pretty late, so... We're going to kind of clear out this next area, semi-clear out this next area. We won't proceed too far yet, so...
You made it. Ready for your first real view of the world?
Real. Interesting choice of words. Behold.
Careful. You need to get to your office. I've updated your map. There's a video you need to see. I know you have a lot of questions.
We won't be watching that video yet. I think we'll save that for next time. For now, we'll just lay the groundwork and get to the office. But there's a lot to be done before then.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
Don't get up. No.
Vital signs critical.
Choice what to use it. Well played. Well played. Let's try that again.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert.
Surprise. No. Don't get up. Very well. I'm being reckless.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations
What do you
immediately
see
and
in the
await further
glass?
instructions.
Surprise! Fucking analog. I try to jump to the side, it goes forward.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
It fucking dodged me. I have really low health right now, too.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
So we're gonna go down this time. Honestly, that's what I should have done in the beginning. So ammunition. Fuck, that's another one. Where is it? Fall back. Yeah, I knew you were right there. That also died attacking from the front right next to that thing because it exploded because the machine gun shot it, or the turret.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
Acknowledged. Time to set a trap.
Deployment detected.
I sprung it too damn early. Nearly fucked everything up. Next time, we'll set it right here. And then we'll bring the other one right here. But that ended up working out quite well. Now, grab this one. You heard that right?
Ready to scan.
1, 2, 3. Open sesame.
Deploying. Typhon contaminant found.
Eliminate.
Attitude adjustment required. Ready to scan.
Eradicator. Version 0.7.6. Version 0.7.6. Online.
Deploying.
Beautiful.
Eradicator auto turret version 0.7.
0.7.6.
Vital signs critical.
You thought you were ambushing me? Wrong. You had it backwards.
Good morning, Talos. All personnel should report to their workstations for the day. If you expect to be absent for any reason, please inform your immediate supervisor.
What else is left to be done? So much work, so little time. Might as well open this up while we're here. I'll take that. Well, we see what happened to Atlas.
Laboratory sections your targets have no alien material.
Versus 0.7.6 online and active. If that part wasn't clear enough already. I really do like how this game challenges the player. It has something that most survival games really lack. Oops.
The code to your office is 0451.
Okay, thanks for that, January. We didn't need it.
Detected. Error log submitted.
I don't think there's a way for me to get over there without going through that first. Put that down for right now. IT. Not yet. We need general access before we can get in there, which we won't get until opened. Elias, you left your character sheet on the printer. Don't forget, we moved the game to the rec center and the crew facilities, and it's an hour later than usual. Do us a favor and take a happy pill before showing up. See you there. From Dimitri Bowser to Elias Black. Turns out Yuri Kimura is like everyone else. I'll tell you over lunch. There's no way to get in there without hacking it. Space. The endless black ocean. How about a history lesson?
1963. A top-secret Cold War negotiation culminates with Americans and Soviets working together on a research facility named Kletka. Kletka, Russian for cage, produces the skeleton and core emergency systems of what will one day become Talos 1. 1964. After the attempted assassination of Kennedy and Khrushchev's departure, the U.S. pays for the rights to use Kletka as a testing facility. This period, known as Project Axiom, leads to many advancements in next-generation materials and bioscience fundamental to neural modification. 1980 to 1994. Geopolitical developments result in a temporary hold on Project Axiom. After the unfortunate Pobeg incident, in which 2 research scientists lose their lives, the Kletka facility is decommissioned and cleaned. 2025. The TranStar Board of Directors is established. TranStar purchases and privatizes the Kletka facility with a focus on safety and state-of-the-art upgrades.
And now we're in 2025.
2030. Talos 1 becomes fully operational, representing a monument of private space industry. The first neuromod is released, allowing for dramatic enhancement to the human mind and body.
Now then. Mr. Chang. Yep. Just like I thought. The only way for me to get in there is to go through all that, which we just don't have time for tonight. Not yet. That has to come later.
Eradicator auto-touring version 0.7.6. Antenna adjustment required. Scanning target. No alien material detected.
I don't think...
Debug build version 0.7.6. Verbose on. Ready to scan.
I don't think they're getting in my office.
Good morning, Tyler. Warning. Tampering with administrative controls on WolfSage or keypads may result in electric shock. If you're having trouble accessing a system, please send a help alert to security.
Nominal power load. Nominal actuators. Nominal tilt handling error. Please contact engineering. Checking for updates. Servers offline.
This'll do. From Morgan Yu to Sylvan Bellamy. Sylvan, I'm trusting you with my brain. You do good work, so hopefully that continues. Smiley face. Listen, if the tests don't go well, if something happens, let Alex know that I know it wasn't his fault. I signed up for this. Also, if the tests drag on, consider moving your office down to the sim lab. Less hassle, and You can always move back after we celebrate our success. Morgan. So there's 3 different key cards to the trauma center. Community most about the volunteers agitated more than usual. This morning 11 threatened to bash my head in if I didn't let him out. Stretch his legs. When you get up here, the key code is 7780 and not the old number. Not the old number on file. I'm pretty sure they've been watching me punch that in, so I changed it. John Haskins. Actually, I think we're gonna call it. Ooh. So we'll quick save it here, because yeah, I'm finally feeling tired. But yeah, if you haven't played this already, it's honestly been around since like 20. What year did this come out? I always forget. I think I played it back in 2018, 2017, something like that. Ooh, what? Never mind. Okay. I googled Prey and came up with the sequel to Predator, ironically. (2017). That's when this came out. But yeah. There's Moon Crash, which came out like a year or two later. Yeah, a year later, 2018. Easily, I think I spent $20 on each of them. The game, and then the DLC, so $40 in total, approximately. Easily the best $40 I've ever spent. So if you haven't played it yet, definitely jump into it. It's quite a ride. And like me, it'll have you coming back for more. Especially if you're into sci-fi, survival, first-person RPGs. But this is the WolfSage signing off.